In 1944, deep inside a secret underground facility in Nazi-occupied Poland, witnesses later claimed it glowed with a violet-blue light. They said when it was activated, animals died. Scientists fell sick, and several of them were executed to keep the secret buried. Before we go deeper, if you're into hidden war projects, classified experiments, and the kind of history that never made it into your textbooks, make sure you like this video and subscribe to War Files Unsealed. It helps the channel grow and lets me keep digging into files most people ignore. Die Glocke, which translates to the bell, one of the most secretive figures in the Third Reich. Kammler oversaw advanced weapons programs. According to post-war accounts, it was not a rocket, not a jet, not a conventional bomb. It was a device about 12 feet tall, metallic, heavy, with two counter-rotating cylinders inside. When powered on, it reportedly emitted radiation and a strange substance referred to as Serum 525, described as a metallic purple liquid. The claims mainly come from Polish journalist Igor Witkowski, who said he accessed classified interrogation transcripts of former SS officers. Those documents allegedly described experiments conducted at a site called the Wenceslas Mine near the Owl Mountains. Witnesses claimed that during testing, the machine generated powerful electromagnetic effects. Some researchers suggest Die Glocke was not meant to be a bomb at all. They claim it was part of experiments involving gravity manipulation or even time distortion, but the idea gained traction because of how little documentation exists. Kammler himself disappeared. No confirmed body, no clear record. Just silence. Think about that. One of the most powerful figures in the Nazi weapons program vanishes at the end of the war, and the project he oversaw leaves almost no trace. That vacuum is where the mystery grows. Others suggest it was captured by American forces under programs similar to Operation Paperclip. Rocket engineers, physicists, chemical experts. That part is documented, but was Die Glocke part of what was taken? Or is this a story built from fragments and fear? There is also a strange concrete structure in Poland known as the Henge, a ring-like formation that some believe was a test rig for the Bell device. Skeptics argue it was simply part of an industrial cooling system. Supporters claim its design matches descriptions of how Die Glocke was suspended during experiments. The truth is, no official document confirms either explanation beyond doubt. Let's step back for a moment. Late in World War II, Nazi Germany was desperate. They invested heavily in so-called wonder weapons. V-2 rockets, jet fighters, advanced submarines. So it is not crazy to imagine they experimented with radical ideas. Time manipulation is a bold claim, like near the speed of light or inside strong gravitational fields. But creating that in a bunker with 1940s technology seems unlikely. Multiple witnesses reported extreme radiation effects. It creates the perfect storm for speculation. Another angle often ignored is psychological warfare. By the final months of the war, spreading fear about advanced superweapons could serve a purpose. And after the war, fragmented reports combined with Cold War secrecy would make the legend even stronger. Hans Kammler was deeply involved in advanced engineering projects, including massive underground facilities built with forced labor. When Germany collapsed, many high-ranking officials were captured and tried. Others say he surrendered to U.S. forces in secret. A reminder that not every file survives a war. Not every experiment is recorded in textbooks. Critics argue that the entire story rests on second-hand testimonies and a single source. They point out the lack of physical evidence. No confirmed photographs. No recovered fragments. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, but dismissing it completely may also be too simple. The Nazi regime did push the limits of science in horrific ways. They conducted unethical human experiments. It is documented that they investigated exotic energy ideas, though most never materialized into working weapons. So where does that leave us? If Die Glocke was real, it may have been an experimental high-energy device that produced dangerous radiation and little else. The idea of time manipulation captures imagination because it represents ultimate power. Control over time means control over history, in a regime obsessed with dominance. That concept would be irresistible. Whether they ever came close is another question entirely. Just a story that refuses to disappear. And maybe that is why it survives. Mystery lasts longer than machines. If you've made it this far, you already know this is not a simple yes or no story. At War Files Unsealed, the goal is not to tell you what to believe. So now, I want to hear from you. Primera rea devem. The more people question the past, the harder it is for real secrets to stay buried.